teachers have asked me what amount of money then is taken to match that, or how much money does the state contribute? If teachers contribute 11.105% of their gross pay, what is the amount of money that the state contributes?
It's whatever the state wants to contribute.
That's correct.
And so it is varied over time. And the fact that they've run a deficit means that you have to put close to, we're getting up in the KRS, you have to put close to 30–40% pay because they've been running deficits in the past. The question becomes to me is, for a young teacher now paying 11.5%, how much of that 11.5% is really paying for old retired teachers that were not really funded well in the first place? So there's all kinds of equity issues too within teachers, which I don't know if we want to get into that, but I mean it's a somebody has to pay. I mean, and when I've talked to people about all these issues, it's sharing the pain, because there's going to be pain in this. How much pain do retired teachers share? How much pain do current teachers share? How much do taxpayers share? And then our other cuts to education. So it's all about, there are no easy answers to this, or no good, it's all about sharing pain because of bad decisions and kicking the can down the road and accruing debt in a total of over $20 billion in the teacher's retirement, another 15 in the state, acquiring debt that people weren't aware of.
That you said that it's whatever they want to put into the system, whatever the legislature wants to put into the system, but the statutes provide that they have a contract, and they are bound not by just hiring somebody to paint the Capitol. It's not that kind of a contract. We have a statutory contract here in Kentucky under KRS 161.714, and this statute provides that in consideration of the contributions by the teachers and in consideration of the benefits received by the state by these teachers in teaching the children of Kentucky, that an invaluable contract is created which cannot be impaired by alteration. Now, they have a duty then to fully fund the system of retirement, otherwise they are impairing that contract.
I agree with that, but the where they've gone off on this, how they've got away with this, I think in some cases, and Jones in '95, they talked about really, and this is a different time and a different era. This is a pension that was probably funded in the 80s or 90s, and they said, and somebody tried to make that argument then when they had basically a solvent pension. Morningstar says pensions are solvent if they're over 70%. Is kind of what they're looking at as a safe level. At that time, they said until a teacher's check is cut, it's really not impaired. But I would say, since we've gotten on the other side of the solvency equation here, you really have that impairment of the contract, and that's why, because they're all clinging to that old case, and I'm saying that's a different time with a whole different set of circumstances. That you could make the argument that an 80–90% funded pension, you really aren't impaired until the payments are going. But I think at the level we're getting, anywhere below 70, you can start making that argument. That's just from a financial point of view.
Yes.
Yeah.